I haven't had like this much fun with a multiplayer shooter game long time. I mean, and by long time, I mean like 2007. Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Square here, and today what I want to do is I want to do a wish list for Marvel Rivals, but it's gonna be something different. Well, not really. Instead of doing a top 10 list or a top 5 list, I'm incredibly lazy. I will be doing a tier list, okay? Because we got a lot of time. No, actually, like this is probably gonna take a lot of time to do it. So let me be brief to what each tier means, right? I need them. Those are the characters that I absolutely want. That I have the most emotional, personal attachment, and may not necessarily make the most sense. And honestly, I think my favorites are pretty popular, to be honest. But I really want to see them in Marvel Rivals. I've been advocating for them to be in Marvel Rivals since day one. And I'll continue to advocate for them. I want them. I really like the characters. I just really like the characters, and I want them, right? But I haven't really been like, oh, this character needs to be like since day one type shit, right? Just like the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I would like to see them. Sure, it's characters that I see them. You tell me, what about this character? I'm like, yeah, it will work. It makes sense. It is iconic, right? Yeah, it will have an interesting moveset, right? It's like I will agree with their inclusion, but I wouldn't myself request them. I guess like I wouldn't come up with the idea of requesting them. Just indifferent, right? It's like, I mean, I guess so. It's not really like exciting to me, but it also like, I guess it could be cool, but it's not exciting to me, basically. But I'm also not against it. Don't care. I don't really want these characters because I simply just don't care enough about them to like really put them. But I also don't care enough to have a strong opinion either way, right? Like I'm not that negative about them, but I just wouldn't really choose to put them in yours to ask me. Nah, I don't want them in the game, straight up. I'm not one of the. I'm not gonna put a fuck no, right? I feel like that would be like a waste of time. I just don't care about these characters, and I just don't think they should be in the game, and I don't think many people will really care if they're in the game. I mean, there might be like a few exceptions, but I really think the game will not be harmed at all by the absence, and I just don't want them. All rating rivals, self-explanatory, because this tier list is freaking huge. Just look at this, man. It's one of the most complete tier lists that I could find, and it includes the name, so that's why I chose it. Okay. Who? I have no idea who they are. I was gonna put a tier list for like skins, but I feel like that it takes a lot of time. I feel like that just takes more time. I'm just not gonna, like let's not be charitable. We're just gonna say no, okay? So the first one is, as I say that, Abomination, right? That okay, actually, let me talk about my credentials in, as far as comics go, right? So my credentials as a Marvel fan, right? I do not read comics at all. I watch many of the movies throughout the years. I watched some of the shows. Most of the information I know about comics, it comes from Wikipedia and YouTube videos. I sound like a pretty legit Marvel fan, right? If you ask me, like an average Marvel enjoyer. And, comic book enjoyer in general. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's continue. Abomination, the bad guy from the Incredible Hulk movie. I'm assuming it's a very recurring bad guy for Hulk. I also remember him in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance. He was the first guy you fight with along with Winter Soldier. I don't even remember why. I didn't really have good English then. I'm gonna put him in don't care. No, actually not. Because he's literally just a Hulk, right? Of course, he's like slightly different. I assume that he probably has different powers, unlike the Red Hulk, right? But he should just be a skin. Yes, there should be like a tier for like, oh, just make him a skin. But I'm just gonna put him in now because, like I said, I feel like the skin. I want to also represent how I feel about the character in general, and I feel like as a skin doesn't entirely like that encapsulate that, right? Absorbing Man, no idea who he is. Adam Warlock, all rating rivals. Ariel, I have no idea who this is. She's kinda cute. Okay, let's look her up. We're not gonna look at her power set, we're just gonna see her images, see if she's like cute or something, and maybe determine her powers. Okay. Well, she looks like she will be like a flying healer. You know, based on her appearance, like it just seems like she will be like a flying healer. But honestly, she doesn't really look like that interesting for me to say. What? Why does she have an anime art style? Anyways, we cannot waste a lot of time on this type of characters. I'm gonna put her in don't care. I got Harkness, right? This is the chick that had a show that I think it flopped. It was kind of like what's the other thing? Madame Web. But I heard that some people, despite that show flopping, they still want Agatha. Like they still want Agatha. I mean, yeah, I heard the show is kind of trash, but I guess just the fact that she has an MCU counterpart gives her benefit, and we still don't have a magic user that heals, right? So she could actually be a support character, you know? Maybe she could fly. I don't know. I don't know anything about this chick. She just seemed like an evil Scarlet Witch. It seems like I'm not that far off. We're gonna put her in because, like I said, not that intrigued into it. Agent 13. I mean, by the looks of it, she just looks like White Widow. I don't care. No care. Agent Venom. I mean, isn't he technically in the game already as a skin? I'm gonna put him in don't care because, like that, I feel like he's basically already a skin. I like Agent Venom, but I just wouldn't really ride that hard like to put him in. No, I'm gonna put him in Ajax. This is the bad guy from Deadpool, the guy from the first movie. Yes, that's the guy. I'm pretty sure. He looks like he's got a shield. I'm gonna put him in don't care. America Chavez. I remember this chick from what's called like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Unpopular opinion. I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. But I will say there's something that I didn't enjoy about the movie. Is this girl? I just think she's incredibly annoying. She had like this personality. Every time she was on screen, she will irritate me. The way she did it, Scarlet Witch was stupid. I just don't like her. Is she better in the comics? I don't know, and honestly, I didn't give the impression that she, like, to tell you the truth. Angel, one of the original X-Men, he just flies. Yeah, it's kind of like his thing. He just flies. As Archangel, I just think that he has more powers, and then he was Archangel in like that horrible Apocalypse movie. He can even throw his feathers, which I think is kind of neat. I mean, I guess he wouldn't be terrible, but will he really be interested? I guess I'm gonna put him in sure. I mean, Warren is okay. I don't hate him. And I think it's time to be more positive. Angela. Well, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. No idea. Ant-Man. I've never been a fan of like Ant-Man from a power set stuff, right? I like the first movie a lot. I didn't watch the second and the third one because, like I said, just like the power set of Ant-Man never really excited me. I'm sorry, but apparently the second was really bad and the third one was even worse. I think it really killed my brother's excitement for the MCU as a whole. I kind of want to put him in don't care. I mean, I guess there will be like cool moveset potential, but honestly, like I said, his moveset just excites me. It's just so unexciting to me that I just don't care. Anti-Venom. She's literally already a skin in the game. Apocalypse. I'm not a huge fan of this type of villains. Like this overpower, like you know what to call like I guess initially Thanos, although you know I like Thanos in the movie. Darkseid and like Apocalypse, like all these like overpowered alien like looking villains that have like more strength than Superman and like they can do basically everything. They're just not exciting for me. I'm sorry. Araña. This seems like one of those multiversal versions of you know, Spider-Man. I'm gonna put her in nah. No idea. Armin Sola? That name sounds familiar, but is that a Captain America bad guy? I think it is. Armin Sola. Let's look it up. Sola. Well, Is he like Modok into one? Okay, I remember it. No thanks. That thing just like it looks awful. Like to me, it's just like it's cursed, bro. Like no, like the head on the belly. Like oh, he's that guy who was helping Red Skull in the movie, right? Well, thank God they never adapted him that way. Well, I mean, I guess they kind of did, but I did like him in the first Avenger. Like this might be a hot take. Like the first Avenger is my favorite MCU. I think it's pretty underrated. Like I think people should rewatch it and they realize that it's pretty good. Oh yeah, Mortal, right? The guy who betrayed Doctor Strange. I mean, technically he could be like a Doctor Strange who's like either a duelist or you know a support character. But there's characters that I have in mind that I'll much rather have than Mortal. He's basically Doctor Strange in green, which visually makes him unappealing and harder to like tell from Doctor Strange. I would rather to have a character that is easier to tell from Doctor. Okay, Baron Zemo, the guy from Civil War that basically didn't have any powers. He's a very common like bad guy from, you know, I guess you could say, yeah, Captain America. I'll say that I'm gonna put him in sure. I think there's a very limited amount of spots for non-power heroes and villains, right? And I'm willing to give it to him over other characters. So yeah, I'm gonna put him there. I like his design. And I do remember him helping the fake Captain America during like the Secret Empire event or whatever. Yeah, let's just put him there. I have no idea. That looks like a pretty what's it called, like Iron Fist. I really like Beast. I always liked him. I always see him like he always like being like I want to say he's never been one of my favorite X-Men, but I always like when he's on the team. Part of the reason why the first X-Men movie, I think like it's not really that I don't like it all that much is because Beast is not in there, and I think he plays very well with other characters. I think he's one of the few characters in the original like X-Men movies that is. I think he's underrated because I think his portrayal is he's very well represented. There's like many characters in like the original X-Men movies that I feel like they're not very well adapted, and I think he's not one of them. It basically was only Beast, Brain, Professor X, Magneto. You know, basically only those four. Then Ray Bill. This guy has a lot of fans, but I don't know anything about him. I'm gonna put him in don't care. And the thing is that he just looks like he will be too similar to Thor. Like, yes, he's basically like an alien or something like that. But like I said, he looks also visually similar to Thor, so I still wouldn't. It'd still be kind of hard to tell, and I just don't want to have that dynamic. There's no space here for meme bait. Bishop. This sounds familiar. Bishop, but I don't care to, remember. Black Bolt. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the Inhumans, like many people are not. He's the leader, so I do think that Inhumans should probably get represented at least once. Will probably be him. And to be fair, he probably wouldn't have boring gameplay, and I don't even have anything against Black Bolt in particular. It's just that Inhumans as a whole, I just don't care. I'm gonna put him in the A. Black Cat, oh hell yeah, I need Black Cat. I've been advocating for Black Cat to be in Rivals since basically second number 0. I want her in the game because mi vieja way. I just really like Black Cat. Like, she's always been one of my favorites. I'm just gonna say it. I have a thing for the thief, like the mischievous type of character, the bad girl. I don't know, she's just such a baddie. I love her design. I love her dynamic with Spider-Man. And she will probably be a duelist. I didn't realize I didn't really talk a lot about the roles, so I should probably just mention it quickly. I think this will probably be a duelist. Okay, let's just continue. Black Cat, yeah, she'll probably be a duelist. I cannot imagine her being anything else. Like, to be honest, I know that this game already has a lot of duelists, so we'll think about that. But hey, this is my list, and I want Black Cat. And I want to see what kind of skins they gave here. I want to see how gorgeous she's gonna look in the game, because this game makes everyone justice. Like, I just really love the visuals of the games, and I just love her. Okay, so I need to move on, because otherwise we'll never finish this. That card, that thing from Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm sorry, but I just don't care. I mean, it wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm not gonna put it in knob, because so maybe it's possible, but I just don't care. Black Knight. All I know about Black Knight is that in the old man Logan story, Red Skull used his sword to fight Wolverine. And you know, before Wolverine decapitated Red Skull with his Captain America's shield. That's literally all I know about him. He looks cool though. Let's look up Black Knight. Black Knight Marvel. Okay, he doesn't look as cool as I initially thought. Yeah, he actually just doesn't look as cool as I imagined. I was gonna put him in sure. I'm gonna leave him in maybe they can give him a cool armor. You know, T'Challa is already in the game. Black Swan. This is the chick that was the Illuminati found during the incursions, and they told them that the end of the world was coming. Basically destroy her own world to spare like Earth 616 or something like that. She has an interesting design, but I'm sorry, I just don't care about her, right? I don't think most people will care about her. I mean, I guess it would be surprising if they put her, right? People will be like, oh wow. But I don't really think anybody has plans for Black Swan. Already, Natasha is already in the game. And Blade is coming. We know this. I'm pretty sure he was confirmed, even. But since he's technically not in the game, I need to put an opportunity. I need to give the opportunity to put him in. I want Blade. Blade is cool as fuck. I mean, who doesn't like Blade? This guy, like, he wears glasses. He's got a sword, and he's got like pistol, just killing vampires. And dude's and a trench coat. Like, dude's got a lot of style. Imagine if they put a skin of Wesley Snipes in it. Like that would be sick. Of course, fuck yeah. Let's put Blade in the game. Also, Blade is cooler than Deadpool. Who the fuck are you? Oh, that's right. I remember her, right? She was in what's it called? Days of Future Past. Okay, so by the way, Days of Future Past, golden movie, best superhero movie. I'm sorry, fuck your opinions. I love Days of Future Past. I remember this is a chick who, like, this Asian chick that had like face paint and had like weird powers. I don't know. She opened like portals, I think. I think she's so. Normally, I would put her like down here, but now that I think about Days of Future Past, it's kind of giving me a soft spot for her. So I'm gonna put her in A. Not quite there. Blob, I'm sorry, no, don't care. Yes, he could be a tank. He could be a tank, but no, don't care about Blob. I'm sorry, no. No idea. I mean, technically, I'm already in the game. But they're Bullseye. I kind of never liked Bullseye, to be honest. Like, the dude is like, it's just his. It's mostly his suit. Like, it just looks so painfully uncool. I guess he could be like the last sniper of the game, because if you think about it, like, we have Black Widow, we have Hawkeye, so that puts him as the spot for being the next sniper, unless I'm missing out on somebody. I hate him, but it could potentially feel empty without him. I'm gonna put him in I don't like Bullseye, but like that, he could feel empty without him. Cable, absolutely classic X-Men, fan favorite. He's gonna have like this huge cannon that he's gonna shoot, and like, I don't know, like, Cable just cool. We'll have like, I don't know if he, I think it will happen, but it may not happen in immediately. So I think he will be like duelist probably. And like I said, there's no much room for tanks. Bullseye will also be a duelist. By the way, I'm only gonna talk about the role. I already decided, like from the ones up here and maybe the ones down here, if I can think of something. But I'm gonna try to focus of only giving a role from the ones up here, right? Angel, duelist, Baron, duelist. Man, I need to put some tanks in there. No idea. Cap is already in the game. Captain Marvel. And I'm not gonna break that. I feel like I still not gonna break the duelist trick yet. So, yes, many people have mixed feelings, to say the least, about Captain Marvel, but I think she should be given a chance of redemption. Unfortunately, I think I really wish like Marvel would just give up. Nobody's gonna like the Captain Marvel suit. Just either give her the Warbird suit back again, or redesign the Captain Marvel suit in a way that resembles the Warbird, that takes like elements of both and created a new cool suit, because the Captain Marvel suit just sucked. Like, I'm just being honest. Captain Marvel suit just sucked. But anyways, I think she should just be in the game, because like I said, I do think that the character probably deserves redemption at this point. Like, she just hasn't got like any good representation so far. And I think that's also that's something that's gonna happen with a character that's coming later. Many people are jaded about the fact that, you know, Marvel Rivals is like the first good adaptation of many Marvel characters in years, because like many adaptations have been so shit. Apparently many people in charge of Marvel, they just don't understand the characters and why people like them. But yeah, and besides, even if she arrives with this custom, she's gonna have her Miss Marvel Warbird custom for sale, and it's gonna be the same thing as Psylocke with Bane. It's like, it's the one that everybody's gonna use, it's the one that everybody's gonna draw, that basically the one that everybody's gonna assume is the default custom for Carol, okay? Carnage, fuck yeah. Not beating the duel allegations. Carnage, I mean, so differently from something like Abomination, I think Carnage will work because he will be like Venom, but he will be a duelist, obviously. Although the symbiote can heal, the symbiote can heal. Technically, he could still be like a support character. Like he could like you know, borrow the symbiote in other like teammates and heal them. Technically, but it's Carnage, so it just feels right for him to be a duelist. Yep, that's all it's gonna be. Carnage Queen, I guess it's like the same thing, but female. Cassandra Nova, the girl that we just saw in Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and the bald chick. No. I'm sorry, I don't want to play as a bald chick. I'm sorry. Cerebro. He could probably be a stage. Chasm. I mean, technically, he's already in the game, so technically he's already in the game, but I'm not gonna put him there. Gonna like overload. Whoa, we might as well put Dagger here. I mean, she looks like a discount clothes in Dagger. Colossus. I'm not too sold on Colossus, but I do recognize he's like a classic X-Men. Not that I don't want him, but we need tanks. So here it is. The first tank in this category is right here on the top 3 tiers. Colossus, I mean, yeah, classic X-Men. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like when Russians always get portrayed as like this super tough, nice guy. But I don't hate Colossus, but I do hate that. I hate that trope repeats itself very often, I feel, right? With like Zangief and all that kind of stuff. I wish there were more like Russians who were just assholes and like cold characters. Like, please, just give me more Russians who are like cold-blooded and shit. Like, we need more edgy Russian media. But Colossus, yeah, you know, classic X-Men, he's probably gonna be a tank. He's probably gonna grab Wolverine and throw him at the opponents, like the Think and Hulk do. Not much to say. I mean, she's basically just Mystique, right? Okay, this tier is getting so filled up that we might have to get rid of it soon. And I don't know. Crossbones, the guy that from Winter Soldier that actually had like a beef with Captain America, and got into an accident at the end, and then he dies at the beginning of Civil War because he like kamikazes himself, and then Wanda throws him into the building, and he explodes. I mean, I feel like we have Punisher. That's all I have to say. I feel like if I were to pick with him and Baron Zemo, I'll pick Baron Zemo. Okay, be a duelist, of course. Like I said, makes it like exciting. Right, Cyclops. Cyclops will 100% be a duelist again. I mean, you have to have Cyclops, man. He's the leader of the X-Men. Again, like it's similar to, I'm gonna put him in I1 because I do like Cyclops quite a bit. Similar to Captain Marvel, he hasn't had a good adaptation, but Captain Marvel has been butchered in the comic. Oh, so yeah, right. But Cyclops, right, is I think like the latest show that they released, probably like his best adaptation sometime. So I think it's good for him to be in the spotlight. He hasn't been in Marvel vs. Capcom in a long time, even though he was one of the classic characters on that. You might think that it's boring to have a character who basically just shoots lasers, but I'm pretty sure they can get creative with him. What if they make him a strategist and they give him like a healing blast, like an opt-in healing blast? It'll be interesting if they do that, but you know, I wouldn't be mad if they do that. Like, you take some liberties. That doesn't bother me if you take liberties. You know, gameplay variety is first. Daken, I don't like Daken at all. Sorry, I just don't care about the son of Wolverine, Daken, who's an asshole who tried to kill him, who became a Dark Avenger, blah blah blah. I just don't care for him at all. No idea. Daredevil, 100%, bro. Daredevil is probably one, if not my favorite superhero from Marvel. Generally speaking, I like Marvel more than DC. Although my favorite superhero is the Flash, Wally West the Flash. But Daredevil is one of my favorites. I love the show. I like the simplicity of the character, that he's basically just a blind guy who just really doesn't fight superpower heroes. He just fights regular crime. You know, the low-level heroes, the low-level, you know, evildoers, whatever. And honestly, he almost feels weird that he's not in the game. Like, when I tell people that he's not in the game, they're like, "Man, that's weird." You know, it's like, you will think that Daredevil will be in many games. I mean, he's not in Marvel vs. Capcom at all. He's like basically hardly in anything, and he's not in Marvel Rivals. It's like, come on, put him in Marvel Rivals. I don't know how you implement. I mean, he'll be a duelist. Let's be real. Like I said, we're not beating the DPS allegations yet, but Daredevil, I mean, maybe he can make it so that he can see the silhouettes across the wall, which because he can sense them. I guess so. Of the enemies, right? But it sounds like I find it very difficult to implement the fact that he's blind, like, exciting. Of course, they're not gonna make you be blind like him. Like, of course, they're not gonna do that. But they gotta implement these gameplay. But anyways, you know, one of my most wanted characters from the beginning. Shocked that he's not in the game. So it's one. No idea who they are. Dazzler. I think Dazzler will probably be a support character. You know, kind of like a Dagger, right? And Sue Storm. I think Dazzler is one of those superheroes that everybody thinks is uncool for whatever, you know, because basically I'm just gonna say it. I have a thing for light-based powers. I'm just gonna say yes. That's why I like Captain Marvel too. Like, I have a thing for light-based powers. Yeah. And she's also gonna get confused with Sue Storm and Dagger a lot because it's like, here she looks blue, but her most common outfits are white. She's another blonde with white outfit. I know that I contradicted myself with like Abomination and stuff like that, but I don't care. This is my list. I want Dazzler. Also, she could have a little bit of Luna Snow in her. I mean, she's the original one. Why was Luna Snow picked over her? Well, because Luna Snow actually looks different. I guess it makes, I guess he doesn't stand much of a chance. So okay, let's move on. Deadpool. I'm just gonna be honest, guys. I already said Blade is cooler, but yeah, Deadpool. I mean, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it would be funny to see what dialogues he gets. I just hope that, you know, too cringy. But he's probably gonna have good gameplay. What if you make him a tank? After all, he has a healing factor, so make him like a different type of tank or something like that. I don't know, like I feel like he's always gonna be a duelist. Dazzler was obviously gonna be like support, but yeah, just like I mean, everybody feels that Wolverine should have been a tank, but at the same time, I don't feel like just standing in place and moving slowly is. I feel like he's just as much of all the damage as he about like taking hits, but Deadpool. I feel like Deadpool's like healing factor is even more ingrained into his character than Wolverine. From a power set perspective. That I think it would be hilarious if they put that in the game. I mean, what can she do? What can that do? Let's look at that in Marvel Comics. I mean, first of all, look at her. She's not even that unattractive. And another thing is, if they put Deadpool, they will have like hilarious dialogue. And imagine if they put Thanos too, that will still be hilarious. So look at her. She's fine looking when she's not a skeleton. Maybe even when she's a skeleton, if you're that type of person. But she also has, yeah, you see, there's skin variety here. Okay, so, and you know what she could do? She could revive people from the dead because she's the dead. Well, I don't know if that's exactly how it works. And she will probably, I mean, it would be cool if we have a support that isn't like bright and just like all like a more creamy looking support. I'm gonna put her in Sure. I don't really think she will work as a Vanguard. I really don't want a duelist, but I definitely think she has the option to not be a duelist. So, I don't know. You let me know. Deadlock. Sounds familiar, but he doesn't look all that interesting, to be honest. Destroyer. Is that thing from the... Okay. I'm gonna put him in because we're in a tank crisis. We need to put more tanks. I mean, we're also in a support crisis. Maybe some of these characters that I picked could have been support. I just don't... Wow. Destroyer, that thing that Thor fights in the first Thor movie. Everybody says the first Thor movie is the only good one or is the best one. Bro, the first Thor movie is fucking ass. Like, at least it takes things serious on like the Ragnarok, bro. No. Like, it really hasn't. Like, you have not seen it in a long time. If you think the first Thor movie is a serious movie or like more serious, like it's, I generally feel like the first Thor movie is just as childish. But yeah, Devil Dinosaur. I'm not a mean big guy. It could be a tank. I'm gonna put him in Dog Care. Doc Hawk, absolutely. Doc Hawk. I think Doc Hawk will be interesting. If I were to pick role, I think he should be a Vanguard that is good with Flyer, because you know that the Spider-Man is a melee character, a DPS melee character that is good with Flyer. I think Doc Hawk should be good with Flyer as a tank because of his tentacle, right? I'll be very interested in how they implement it. I think like his implementation could be very cool, especially how the hell they will make him move. Like, I'm very curious of how the animation is gonna look. I really hope that they don't do something in that, in that department. He's got like, custom potential, of course. I don't think they're gonna give him the Superior Spider-Man. I think they're just gonna give the Superior Spider-Man to Spider-Man, right? Without the tentacle, of course. But yeah, I think like that will be interesting because with his tentacles, he will be able to reach the Flyer, right? Or like counter them. Yes. I think that's something that is needed, a tank that does well against Flyers. I think that's what Doc Ock should be. And the other Doctor is already in the game. Don't care about Doc Ock. Domino. I don't really care about Domino. I know who she is, I don't care about Mana. Dormammu. This is why I just don't give a fuck about Mortal. It's because Dormammu is visually cooler. Is visually more different than Doctor Strange, and I also just have nostalgia for this guy because of Marvel's Capcom 3. I think he could just be a support version of Doctor Strange. He doesn't have to be a duelist, but imagine a guy that has flames that heal. Like that would be ironic, of course. Like he uses his hellfire to heal people. And I mean, I don't think she should be a tank because I think, like I said, that's just redundant with Strange. But if he's like a healer, right, he could still do damage. Like he'd still be good at doing damage. I mean, basically, Mantis is basically a DPS with a healing ability. But yes, I would like to see Dormammu. I don't. Maybe his custom potential is not that big. I don't know. Let's look at Dormammu. It seems he has decent custom potential. Classic one, the one from Marvel's Capcom, and others. I think they'll come up with stuff. Dracula. I mean, isn't this thing technically already in the game as part of the story or whatever? Drax. I'm just gonna be honest, guys. Drax is my second least favorite character from Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sorry. They actually hit the nail with not putting him in the game. I mean, he's just kind of like a strong guy with a knife. I just don't find that exciting, and I hope they don't put him in the game. Yeah, I actually like don't want him in the game. I'm sorry. Like I don't hate him. I just don't want him in the game. Green Spider. Doctor Doom. Isn't he technically already in the game? I almost kind of want to put him here because like the story is technically around him, so it's only a matter of time before they put him in. Ace of Spiders. Wait a minute. Okay. I know, no. Doppelganger. Oh yeah, it's like the Spider-Man with like multiple arms, right? Yeah. No thanks. What kind of name is this? Electro. I don't like Electro all that much. Like, I really don't like him all that much, to be honest. I guess I'm gonna put him in I mean, he makes sense. He's a popular, like, Iron Man bad guy, but I'm just not a big fan of it. And also, we have Elektra. We have a Storm. And I know that they'll probably make him different. He'll probably not really fly like all that much as Storm anyways. But I just don't want him in the game, to be honest. Kind of like Bullseye. Just never really like him all that much. Elektra, absolutely. I mean, I want Daredevil, then of course I want Elektra, right? And I mean, I feel like Elektra is what you would have thought Psylocke would play at, right? Because you see Psylocke with the sword, and you know that she's got a psychic sword. You will assume that she will go up and like fuck opponents up with just like Black Panther, right? Like melee. But no, she shoots, like psychic knives and shurikens, right? Which is fine. I'll still play like Psylocke because my vieja way. Like, of course I'm gonna play her, but. I would have liked her if she played more like up front. Of course, she's got like her melee attack, but many characters got that. But I think Elektra couldn't fill that role in which she plays pretty much like Psylocke, but is exclusively a melee character. Please give her traditional design or make a modern take on her traditional design. Her female Daredevil costume is so bad. It's like, let's go, Elektra Marvel. It's like, look at this. It's not good. It feels like it's, I don't know. It just feels bulkier than it should have been. I'm not a fan of this one. This is just the Elektra design that we all like. Let's be real. This is the Elektra design that everybody likes, that everybody wants, and that everybody recognizes, and the one that always gets cosplay. This is the best one. Don't give her this. You can make it an alt. That's fine. You can make it an alternative costume, but do not make it the main design. Give us this, okay? And if you choose to make this an alt, then you did it on purpose because you knew this design would sell a lot more. So I guess you're not stupid. Okay, so we got Elektra. No idea. Emperor Hulkling, but is it the same Hulkling? Isn't the same Hulkling from like Civil War that infiltrated like Tony's I don't know. I'm just gonna put it in full. Whatever. Enchantress. Falcon. I'm sorry. Same thing as Angel. Just kind of like. Do I really want this? I already said yes to Angel. I'm gonna put him in air. George, that guy from Marvel Zombies, basically the only one that was left at the end of the story. And then he was knocked out by the traitor, who just wanted to rule the rest of humanity, which was like 60 people or something, after the zombies ate the entire universe. I don't really think he brings a lot to the table, to be honest. Galactus, how do you even do this? I mean, his daughter is already in the game narrating, right? So he'll probably just be part of the lore. And no, I wouldn't want him to be playable. Absolutely, it's Gambit. It's Gambit, like, of course we needed him. Yeah, like, Electra, DPS, Gambit, another DPS. I mean, could you use his cards for healing? I don't know. I mean, he's just definitely not gonna be a Vanguard. But I'm sorry, man. When are we gonna beat this DPS propaganda? It seems like never. Gamora, I'm just gonna be honest. Like I said, Drax was my second least favorite one. Gamora was my least favorite Guardian of the Galaxy. Right? I'm sorry, I just don't like these two. It's like Marvel Rivals. Like Nanny's actually asked me, which ones from the Guardians of the Galaxy would you like to exclude? And I told them Drax and Gamora, and they listened to me. I don't want this in the game. I don't want them to come in the game later. I just don't care about the characters. Maybe they're better in the comic, but especially Gamora, I just find her to be extremely unlikable. She was just kind of like a bitch and just kind of like mean or whatever. The only time that I kind of liked her was like when she was with Thanos and like they had like this whole like father and daughter relationship. I think like that's like the only time where like I sort of care about her. Even then, I think I ended up liking his sister. I don't remember her name, a little bit better. So no, I don't care about Gamora, sorry. Ghost Rider, absolutely. How is Ghost Rider not in the game? He should be a tank. Okay, we have more tanks. I mean, for the same argument that people say that, Wolverine should be a tank, I mean, he can just take a lot of hits. It's Ghost Rider, he can't die. And he will probably have an ult when he's gonna grab somebody who says, look at me in the eyes. Although, I guess it would be kind of a shitty ult because you can only do it to one person, so it'll probably have to be like the look at me in the eyes thing. It'll probably have to be like a unique mechanic. If it's an ult, then it's basically just a worse version of the Scarlet Witch ult. It's an instant kill. They'll have to implement that in some other way. But yeah, I'll 100% like to see a Ghost Rider. 100%. Okay, let's move on. Ghost Spider? Is that really the new name for Spider-Man? Okay, let me check. Let me just put Ghost Spider. It is. They renamed her to Ghost Spider. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, right? So, Spider-Man's design, or Ghost Spider, I love it. I think her design is great and all that kind of stuff. I don't really care much about the character. She wouldn't work as a costume of Peter Parker. I'm gonna put her in A. I think she could maybe be like a, I mean, I guess it's kind of sexist to make her a support character, right? Like a support version of Spider-Man. I mean, I'll prefer not to put her in the game, I guess. But I know there's like some friends who really like her. I'm gonna leave her there, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll put her here, to be honest. I mean, does she even have multiple designs? She basically only has multiple designs. She basically only has one design. I don't know. Maybe they can make her more likable. I don't know how you can make her different from Spider-Man though. That's the challenge. I think that's the real challenge, making her truly different. Although I definitely think it would probably be easier than other versions of, Spider-Man. Giganto, no idea who you are. Gladiator, I like Gladiator a decent bit, just not that much. He's basically a Superman stand-in. He's from the Shi'ar Empire or something like that. I believe he's like somebody who the X-Men fight with relative frequency. We're gonna put him in because there's like a Superman breakout that I care more. No idea who you are. Listen, if I'm wrong about any of this, let me know in the comments. The Green Goblin. I think the Green Goblin would have very interesting gameplay. The Green Goblin has a hoverboard. Make him a support character. Have him use his bombs to heal his team, right? And also imagine if like you kill him as a melee character, like Black Panther or I don't know, Squirrel Girl, and like you take his hoverboard. That would be really funny. Like if they allow us to take Green Goblin's hoverboard, that would be funny. That will make his inclusion worth it just for that. But he's also like, you know, I mean, the actual most recognizable villain of Spider-Man, his worst enemy is Venom, right? But Green Goblin, Doc Ock, pretty close. Okay, I am Groot and already in Rivals. Wenfu. I mean, will she really add much? I really feel kind of weird for putting like Spider-Man. You know what? I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna put Spider-Man lower. I just don't really care about her. I'm sorry. Havoc. I don't really think there's a point on having Havoc when you already have Cyclops, to be honest. I mean, I guess there could be something, but what could there be? I don't know. Already in Rivals. The little Hawkeye. I'm gonna be honest, I don't hate her. I don't think Kate Bishop, right? That's her name, right? So she's probably the one that I don't, that maybe I like out of all the legacy characters that came on the 2010s. I think she's probably the one that like bothers me the least, or like that I guess you could say I kind of like the most, but not really. But I still just don't care about her. And besides, we have Hawkeye. Do we really need another Hawkeye? She will probably basically do the same thing. No idea. Deadpool. Honestly, you're not even worth. I'm just gonna put you in who, even though I know who you are. Like, it's not even worth going through the trouble. I mean, I do know who you are. That's why I know that you shouldn't be in there. Hell Unleash. Seriously. Hercules. I mean, he could be a tank, at the very least. I don't really want him in the game, though, but he could be a tank, so I'm gonna let it pass. This thing. This guy. If you know, you know. Goblin. I don't think we need to go. We need two goblins, to be honest. If you know, you know. Nah, sorry, I don't really care about this girl. I don't really care about Hope Summers at all, to be honest. Howard the Duck. I mean, if Jeff the Shark made it, then why not? I'm gonna put him in Hulk's already in Rivals. The Hulk Buster. I mean, does he really need a spot? We're gonna put him in Don't Care. Johnny is here. Alright. I think I know who Hybrid is, but nah. Iceman. Iceman just kind of doesn't excite me, to be honest. Like, to tell you the truth. Similar to Angel. He just, I get what he could be, right? I'm gonna put him in sure because he basically builds his own like ice robes, kind of like Groot does, like kind of how Groot like can make like can go Fortnite style with his with his plants that he grows. Iceman could technically do the same thing except like a hard like how would they implement Iceman just basically skating through the air? That would be interesting actually. I'm gonna put him in sure just for that. The Infinite, no idea who this. Who was just added in the game? Iron Fist and Iron Man. I don't give a single fuck for Ironheart. Neither do you. Jane Foster Thor. I'm sorry, no. I mean, I love 94 Man, but there's no point in putting her in the game either. It's like a duelist Thor. Like, I gave the other guy, what was it? Ray? Where did I put him? Beta Ray Bill, because he's a fan favorite, but Jane Foster Thor is not a fan favorite. So, nah. Jean Grey, I do not like Jean Grey. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of tired of this bitch. It's like, I know that she technically hasn't been like the focus on something in many years, but that's how like fed up I'm with her. It's just like she's just the girl of the team, and as they added more girls to the team, she became less and less interesting. And yeah, and especially when she's got the Phoenix Force, like I'm so fed up with the Phoenix Force. You're gonna put Jean. Okay, if we find the Phoenix Force, we're gonna put Jean in Don't Care, right? Yeah, if we're gonna put Jean in the game, put her without the Phoenix Force. I beg you, please. Just like, I do not want to see her saying that she cannot fucking control her. Like, I'm gonna lose my mind if she says she cannot control the Phoenix Force and she has it. And I'm like, no, please do not put the Phoenix Force in the game. Who would have thought that Jeff will be in the game? Jessica Jones, I really like the show. I like Jessica. But I don't really think she's got a lot to offer. I mean, I guess she could kind of be a tank, but not really. I'm gonna put her like in it just doesn't really excite me. Like the most exciting things that I think about it are like the dialogue before battle, but I just don't think about it. I rather pretend that I didn't say this. Okay, let's be fair with J. Jonah Jameson. So we're gonna put him in Jubilee. Yes, I do. I would like to see Jubilee. I think Jubilee needs like similar to Dazzler. I would like to see her. I think that would give her very cool gameplay in the game. And yes, and let me see what are some costumes I can give Jubilee. I mean, just imagine a character whose gameplay is literally using freaking like what are they called? Fireworks. That would be just so cool, right? But I don't think she's ever done in a way that makes her look cool. That's the problem. Can you believe that she's been cast multiple times and she's never really done anything in the movies? That's crazy. I like her design, and it seems like many people want her in the game already. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna give her a lot of cool designs. Okay, so we're gonna put in Jubilee in short. Yes, the Juggernaut. Yes, he's the Juggernaut, bitch. He has to be in the game. He's my most wanted tank or Vanguard in the game. I wanted him to play how the thing is currently playing. So it kind of bothers me that the thing is in the game. But okay, now it's up to NetEase to find a way to make him fun and like interesting. Put the Juggernaut in the game. Bro, he's the coolest strong guy in all of like comic books. He's way cooler than Doomsday. He's way cooler than Hulk, and of course he's cooler than the Thing. It's the Juggernaut, bitch. I mean, just deal with it. So yes, I want the Juggernaut in the game. One of my most wanted characters. I don't give a fuck about Kang the Conqueror, bro. I just don't care. Kassar, I mean, he's like a Kabik. Don't care. No thanks. I remember Kid Omega from somewhere, and I'm pretty sure I don't want him. Let me see. Yes, I don't want him. We're gonna leave him there. Okay? Killmonger. I don't want Killmonger for the simple reason that he's gonna have his haircut. I'm so sick of the Killmonger haircut. Can we move past it, bro? Like, Mohawks didn't made it this far. How is it that we keep designing characters with the Killmonger haircut? I'm so freaking tired of it, man. I'm just so freaking tired of it, bro. Like, there's many haircuts that you can give to to a black person. You can give them a fresh cut. You can give them like extremely long dreads, right? Like a ponytail or something. There's so many haircuts that you can give black people. You don't have to give them the Killmonger haircut every time. I'm so sick of it. Okay, let's go. Kimping. Wait. I lost the Kimping. Let's go. Where's the Kimping? Kimping. He was here. Holy shit, I lost the Kimping. Okay, let's find the Kimping. Then here he is. Okay, the Kimping. Bro, I love the Kimping. I love Wilson Fisk. I really like him. I like his inclusion in like the Spider-Man games. I love his interpretation in the Netflix Daredevil show. But what the hell is he gonna do, bro? It's like, yes, obviously he's gonna be a tank, right? But come on, like, is he gonna be a believable tank? Like, Venom being a tank, it's kind of already pushing it. Not to say anything about Doctor Strange, right? But like, a tank? If Wolverine could be a tank, then why would we Kimp him, bro? It's like, yes, he's tough, right? And if this was like I don't know, if maybe this was like a Batman game, or even like a Daredevil game or something like that, then yeah, he would be like the Kingpin will be a tank. But bro, how do you make him what is he gonna do? Is he gonna call the guns on you? Is he gonna extort the enemy team? Like, he just won't do anything. I mean, I don't know, maybe they can think of a cool gameplay thing going on. Like, I love the Kingpin, but let's just be real, man. It just wouldn't be believable. Kitty Pryde, I love Kitty. Kitty Pryde. I just really like her. I always like Shadow Cat Kitty Pryde a lot. Every time she's in like cartoon or something, she's always like one of my favorite X-Men. Like, as a kid, I don't know. I just always find her to be kind of adorable. So I always had like a soft spot for her. I don't think her version of Ellen Page is all that good, to be honest with you. But I mean, she'll probably be a support. I think they probably won't add her because she can just face through walls, and if she couldn't face through walls for whatever reason, then she wouldn't be Kitty Pryde. And imagine if she can only face through the walls that are destructible, so that's kind of treatable. Then it'll be very strange. How do you implement it, and also how would she fight? I don't know. That is up to Netties to figure out. I just like Kitty Pryde a lot. Well, he sounds familiar, but not familiar enough. Raven, I don't really want Kraven all that much, to be honest. I just don't. Not much to say. Nah, the clones. Lady Deathstrike. I never liked Lady Deathstrike. Never. Kind of an annoying bitch. I think her version I think her version in the movie is like I just always think her design is kind of trash, to be honest. Like, I think her design is always just kind of ugly, to be honest. Except in the movie. Like, I think her movie design that is just like slick and simple is great, but every other design of I think her name is Yuriko. It's just off-putting. Like it's just really off-putting. Okay, this one's kind of alright, but yeah, I just don't really like her. I'm gonna put her in don't care. Lady Sif, that what's it called? Thor's friend who was jealous of Jane Foster in the movies, who's like really strong but never really gets to do anything. I mean, she's attractive, I guess. Lady Sif Marvel. Let's see. But would she really bring a lot to the table? I mean, we technically don't have a lot of swordman. But I feel like I would rather have the Black Knight over her, if I'm being honest. I'm just gonna leave her there. Besides, we already have Thor representation, funny enough. We actually have a lot of Thor characters. Legion. I heard about this guy from Legendary Drops, but I don't know who he is. I'm just gonna put him in who? The Lizard. I mean, the Lizard, I guess, could be a tank. But I also don't know how he could be interested. Maybe he could summon mini lizards, kind of like magic summons demons. I'm gonna put him in sure. Because I do like Dr. Honors a little bit. Okay, this is that stupid giant dog from the Inhumans, isn't it? I think it is. Loki. Who gives a fuck about the stupid alligator? Luke Cage. I'm gonna be a bit more charitable because we are in a tank crisis, and he's a far more believable tank than Kingpin. Let's be real. Yeah, who would have thought that Luna Snow will already be in the game? Madame Web. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no Spider-Man fan is gonna disagree with me. I don't know why. I'm just the feeling. Fine. Who would have thought that Magic would already be in the game? No, and to no one's surprise, Magneto is in the game. Isn't Magus just Magneto? I don't know. The Mandarin. I would like the Mandarin to get a redemption. Like I would like the Mandarin to be. I like to have Netties to show us how the Mandarin should be and how it should be in the movie. That's basically it. We got another Mandarin. Right. Okay, we need to do some research. Is that the one? Mandarin armor? It also looks kind of cool. I mean, I guess it will end up being like a skin of this guy. I don't. Okay, so let's just put him here in the same tier. The man thing. I mean, we kind of already have Groot, so will the man thing really add a lot? I don't think so. Mantis, a character that we wouldn't expect to have it in already in Rivals. It wasn't for the MCU. Nah, bro. Who gives a fuck about putting Maria Hill in Rivals? We already have Widow. Martyr. Who's this? Martyr? Murder. And she isn't that attractive. I actually think Lady Sif is more attractive. And I didn't even know who she was. A lot of little boos. I don't care about the humans, so I just will put her in don't care. Mephisto. No, I don't want them. I don't care about Miles Morales. I'm sorry, I just don't care about Miles Morales. Don't want him. I don't want to have to ban two. Like I just can't imagine. Imagine having to ban two Spider-Mans at top level. Like that would be insane. Like you have to choose between which Spider-Man you want to ban. That would be crazy. And I just don't care about Miles Morales. And honestly, I think he's just gonna be a Misty Knight. This is the chick from the Luke Cage show. Yeah, like she was. I gotta say, the actress who played her that show was really hot. I don't really think she's. I don't really think anybody cares about her being in the game though. Mobius, Mockingbird. I remember Mockingbird from some like random Avengers comics. I'm sorry, but I don't really think people will care about her being added. Modok, no. It's ugly. No, sorry, I don't like giant heads. Sorry. I know. This is an Inhuman girl, but I have no idea who she is. The moon haunts you. Morbius, I don't really want him. Like, to be honest. Just a moment. Okay, moving on. More, I don't care. I just don't want to feel like a shapeshifter in Rivals. Like, imagine how annoying that will be. Mr. Fantastic is already in the game. Mr. Negative. I mean, I think it would be cool, but how do you even implement Mr. Negative in the game? Like, I just don't really think Mr. Negative has a lot to offer, but I wouldn't really be against it. Mr. Sinister. You know about this guy? People say that the Gambit movie is cursed. The new Blade movie is cursed. Bro, this guy is cursed. You have no idea how close has he been for making it into a into a movie, and the movie just didn't happen for whatever reason. Like, it's actually just crazy. I'm gonna put him in The Mandarin would have been a duelist, by the way. I don't give a fuck about Kamala Khan's Marvel. Go. Mysterio. Definitely like Mysterio more than the likes of Electro and Negative. I'm gonna put him in sure. Sick. If there was a shapeshifter that should be allowed, it will be Mystique. But even then, I'm just not that thrilled. Kaya, huh? That like his sister, like Black Panther's sister. I don't know. Oh, look who's next to who. Okay, for some reason the camera was out of sync. Out of sync, but it's back now. Let's go back to the list. So yeah, we ended with Namor or Namor, of course, that's his new name. Namora, that sounds self-explanatory. Nebula, the sister that I actually ended up liking more in Guardians of the Galaxy than freaking Gamora. I'm gonna put her in I don't really think like she would add a lot of like an interesting like gameplay wise. That's also like something that take into account. And yes, I like her more than Gamora. Mega Sonic. Oh, Nick Fury? No, bro. Fuck, man. Like, do you really give a fuck about putting Nick Fury in the game when you have Winter Soldier? You don't. I know. We're not putting Nick Fury in the game. What a waste of time. Nico Minoru. What was this? Nico Minoru? Nico Minoru. What the fuck is Marvel Snap? I mean, she's basically like a Raven. And it seems like people want her in Rivals. She looks like a young type of girl. I mean, I guess the show could use a Raven. Yeah, we need, and we're gonna put her in. Sure, it could be like support, you know, similar to how I said about Dormammu, a dark support character. She doesn't need. We don't need more DPS. Okay, Nightcrawler. I don't know exactly what role he will be. I don't really know what will make the most sense about him. But come on, it's Nightcrawler, a very classic X-Men, very popular one. Everybody likes them. Like even like my cousins who like are not into like comic books, they like Nightcrawler because they think he's like kind of like adorable, like personality-wise or something. Like that was actually a highlight of that awful apocalypse movies, that it was Nightcrawler. Many people just like them. Okay. Nightwatch sounds familiar, but not familiar. Nova, absolutely, bro. Like I said, I am a sucker for light-based powers. I am, admittedly. And I have a lot of nostalgia for him for Marvel vs. Captain 3. And, you know, he hasn't been in a lot. I think he could make a sick addition. Maybe make him a flying tank or something. Okay. The little Nova, I don't really care all that much. Sorry if I sound boomerish, I just don't. Odin, no. No. No, I don't. I don't know, like the movie kinda made me not like him. I don't remember why right now. I'm very tired, so let's just continue. Okoje, that girl. You know, I heard that they canceled a show for this character. You know, let me tell you something. I actually like the character in the first Black Panther movie. I think she was very cool. And, you know, she was badass when she needed to and all. And you know, I talk shit about bold chicks with freaking, what's her name? Cassandra Nova. But she was a pretty badass bold chick. And I gotta say, it was a very good call that they didn't freaking, made that show. Because she's a secondary character, right? Not every secondary character needs to be lifted up to a higher status. You might end up hurting them by doing that. It's just something. So there's nothing wrong with some characters being secondary characters. They can still be the favorite character of somebody, even like they are. It's just like they are, and I'm just gonna put her in. You know, Omega Red. I don't care that he was in Marvel's Capcom. I don't care that he's probably very popular. I look at him and I just like, yeah, don't care. Don't care. Onslaught. How do you even make this work? This is probably gonna be like a storyline rather than like an actual, you know, freaking character. You playable character. I mean, you have Magneto in the game already, and then they're probably gonna add Professor X. So how do you even make this? I mean, not Onslaught is cool as fuck, but okay. I'm sorry, I'm not even going over every single one that I don't know because that would just take too much time. Thinking of Professor X, I don't like Professor X, to be honest. Like, I don't like Professor X. I think he's kind of a dick. You know, that does like a lot of like shady things behind the scenes. He was kind of a bit of a hypocrite and things like that. But I'm just gonna leave him in don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in there because he might be funny to have a character with a wheelchair. I would say I'll be more inclined to accept him if he has a wheelchair because it would just be funny. I mean, the dude was literally doing combos with the wheelchair in some other X-Men fighting game. I'm very glad that you guys cannot hear the barking of the dogs. Prowler, the one and only bad guy for Miles Morales, I think, or the only one that I can think of. Mi Vieja is already in the game, and I'm happy for that. Thank you. This guy is also already in the game. Quicksilver. I'm very interested in how they implement the Speedster into Marvel Rivals. Speedsters need to be experimented on video games because I feel like everybody has been so afraid of tackling the superpower because it just has so much limitless potential that it almost feels like it's very easy to mess up, and that might be true, but we need to start trying. You'll probably be annoying as fuck to fight, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, just make him hard to play. That will balance it. They can be serious. Red Guardian, that like that Captain America, evil Captain America from Russia that fights Black Widow. I don't really care. The Red Hulk. I mean, bro, he's literally just a Hulk. You probably just be a skin that will release later the year or later this year or something, bro. There's no reason to make him a different character. It's like, what if he has like different powers, bro? That's not good enough of a reason, bro. Because it just wouldn't make sense to waste time doing that. The Red Skull, sure, because it's the Red Skull. I mean, it just kind of just makes too much sense to like say no to him. And I don't have really anything against him. I'm not a huge fan of him either, but I don't really dislike him. I like the same way that I dislike Bullseye and Electro. I'll let the Red Skull in. Sure. Didn't I put this guy already here? No idea who this is. This is Pepper, right? Imagine Pepper. Just put Pepper. But she's basically support Iron Man. That's what it will make sense. Support Iron Man. Sure, I'm gonna put her in sure. Rhino, we are in a tank crisis. We are in a tank crisis. Will Red Skull be a DPS? Yeah, he probably would. But holy shit, we are in a tank crisis. We need to address this, and Rhino with, I mean, it's not my preferred tank of choice, and honestly, it's not really one of my favorites. I do like him more than Electro, I said. But yeah, okay. Rocket's already in the game. Rogue. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not a Rogue simp. Like, I don't simp hard for her like many people do. Not even her goth version from X-Men Evolution. I do like her. Yes, I do. I gotta put her in sure because I have a friend who really wants Rogue because it's his favorite, and I don't have anything against her being in the game. I just don't have that strong desire for her to be. She really wouldn't work as a support just for the nature of her powers, because it's like she doesn't heal people, she takes their life force. But how will that work? Would she like would she be a DPS? I don't think she will. I mean, I guess so. I guess kind of like Wanda, but she will have to touch them. I don't know. Hard to tell how they will work. I don't know if she could be a tank and still other people life force help. Ronan the Recuser, he's got one particular aspect about him that prevents him from falling down to don't care. He's so far the only guy, besides Thor, right, that has like a huge fucking hammer that is held with two hands, right? That makes him, well, I was gonna say he was the only guy with a hammer. But it's like, well, yeah, holds it with two hands, but then I immediately brought up Thor. I'm like, I invalidated my own arguments. I really don't care. Yeah. Sorry, no. Sabretooth, I despise Sabretooth. I never liked Sabretooth. I never liked his design. He's always been like the sort of like evil-ish Wolverine that just has a weird design. Never liked Sabretooth. Never, never. I never liked it in any of the movies. I never liked him in the comics. I never thought he looked cool. I never thought he was cool. He's a Wolverine that doesn't have the cool like 3 claws that are basically knives. He just had like longer nails. He does not have adamantium. I mean, I guess some version of him has the claws like it appears here. Like I said, maybe you're gonna tell me, no, he's actually a very cool character. He's got like a very cool arc, and he's got like all these cool things that the Wolverine can do. I don't care. I don't like Sabretooth. I never did. Okay. Sandman will be actually, I think, is one of the best possible like vanguards that you can add, because he will probably be kind of similar to Magneto, except it will be sand. I think he could raise in, and I think that there's a lot of things that you can do with him, right? You can make obviously sand barriers. But you can also make, I guess he could be like a mixture of Magneto and Groot, right? Like a sort of middle ground where he can sort of create barriers like Groot, but he can also create like shields like Magneto, and have some maybe like, but he will be probably like a very melee focused type of character. Like he will like shift the shape of like his hands and all that kind of stuff. I think he will be a very interesting character. Not as interesting as I think like Doc Ock or even Green Goblin. But I still think like they could have a lot of fun with Sandman. Sasquatch. Oh yeah, it's that guy who said that you could cure the cancer. I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. I just don't care. I mean, it could be a flyer that it could be like, I don't know, a DPS. I don't know. Yeah, about Thorn. Like I saw the meme, yes. I don't get meme bait like that so easy. Sorry. Scarlet Spider, there's no reason to put... isn't the Scarlet Spider basically like already a custom or something? I think it is. Wanda is in the game. Scorpion. I would like to see Scorpion. I would, right? How will the Sting attack work? I'm not sure, but I would like to see Scorpion. I think it would be an interesting villain to put in place. Can you believe that he still hasn't been properly adapted into the movie? Like he was teased in the first Spider-Man movie. I actually, actually haven't seen like the second Tom Holland Spider-Man movie because everybody just talks so much shit about it. So maybe I just don't know. But yeah, Scorpion hasn't really been the main bad guy in the Spider-Man movie. Strange. Like it's strange to me. Like hey, even like Kraven got his own movie, which is the more like Scorpion got any respect. And I think like Scorpion is like more iconic than Sandman, Shocker, Electro, maybe not Rhino. And I think he's in the same level as Lizard. And I'm just surprised that he's never gotten adapted. I definitely consider him a little bit above Mr. Okay. Dream. Oh my god, that annoying bitch from the Insomniac games, right? The one that she makes you do riddles, the one that she had like super contemporary humor, the one that makes you scan a QR code and all that kind of shit. Fuck her, no, I don't like her. Bastion Shaw, that guy from the Hellfire Club, that appears in X-Men First Class. I don't have any interest in him being added. Sorry, name tag. Okay. Celine? Man, he's kind of hot. Let me see. Celine. Again, no idea what Marvel that nabbing. Man. Bro, she's hot as hell. Bro, she's pretty damn hot. What is she? The demon. Well, I think she's pretty attractive. Yeah, let's put her in the game. Why not? Why not? Let's go to sure. Sure, bro. She's just hot enough to like make me want to say yes. Of course, let's put her in. I don't like Sentinels. I don't want Sentinels. I hate the fact Sentinels are basically foot soldiers, and somehow this foot soldier is playable Marvel vs. Capcom. I know that many Marvel vs. Capcom fans love Sentinel, and they have a lot of nostalgia, and it's their main or whatever, and know their gameplay or whatever. I hate the fact that a foot soldier is playable. I'm sorry, I just hate it. No, fuck Sentinels. No. The Sentry, hell yeah. Sentry. The Sentry is the Superman ripoff that we need in Marvel Rivals. I mean, just imagine having his form where he combines the freaking, what's it called? The Void and his powers, like the Dark Sentry. That costume is sick as hell. And he's also got like the, what's it called? The Apocalypse. The Horseman of Apocalypse costume. The dude's got potential. Will he be like a flying tank? I mean, I feel like that would be very hard to balance. I think if they make him a tank and he doesn't fly, that will also be very disappointing. And making him a DPS will be weird. It will be weird to have a character like Sentry with Rail. Like, it just be strange. So I think they'll have to figure out how to balance the fact that he can fly fast and fly. So yeah, he's basically Superman, except that he only has light-based powers and the power of 1,000,000 exploding stuff. Yes, I want the Sentry in the game. Shang-Chi, we already have Iron Fist. Do we need this guy? I don't think so. I'm sorry. I don't think we need the guy. Besides, I think Shang-Chi kind of sucked. Like, the movie was doing alright up until the bus scene. Then after that, the movie just gets like gradually boring. Also, like the freaking chick that was with him all the time, she was so fucking annoying. I just wanted to shut the fuck up. Listen, girl. Listen, guys. American studios. That is exactly how you don't do an anime character in your media, right? You want to look like anime characters done in like Western media, you look at like that chick from Harry Potter, Luna, right? That's an example of an anime character in Western media that people like. Don't do this like her, like whoever was helping Shang-Chi in the movie. That's like the worst way to be. Okay, let's go. China. Ah, wow. Well, she's basically just Kasan, except she's a girl. But I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of hot, bro. I'm not gonna put her in short. I'm gonna put her in because I can only goon so much. I already put Celine. Well, I think I should say that she'd probably be a support or whatever. Maybe a tank, who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna put Shana here. Nah, I don't really think it will be add much. Besides, you can only have so many characters. She-Hulk. Fuck. Okay, She-Hulk deserves. I think deserves redemption. I think She-Hulk has been mistreated. Similar to Captain Marvel. Similar to Cyclops, similar to Captain Marvel, right? I think the character deserves a good adaptation so that people get to respect them. I saw a lot of people requesting for She-Hulk, and one of the main reasons is they want She-Hulk to be done right. They want She-Hulk to stop being like just seen as this like bad character or whatever. Because like that is what it is. I think she will make it. I think she will happen. Will she be like her being a tank would be redundant with Hulk, but it also will make sense. Her being a duelist kind of be like a wasted potential type shit. I don't know. Maybe she could be like Mr. Fantastic, who's like a duelist, but sort of like it's a little bit of tank, has a tank element to her. Maybe she's got like maybe she's a duelist that has like armor attacks, similar to something that Juggernaut will likely have. So who knows? Maybe she can work. Shocker. I like Shocker more than Electro. I do. I don't know if I'll say that I'll put him in Shore. I'm gonna leave him in Shore. Sure. Yeah, I like Shocker just a little bit more than Electro. Like, if I'm being honest. Enough to put him in a tier above. Shumagora, that thing that gets put in Marvel vs. Capcom, that apparently there's like a weird, legal dispute with Marvel and other people who own the character. I just don't care. Alright. Silk. Same thing as Spider-Man. I'm sorry. I just don't really think she... I just don't really think she offers anything unique that will make me want to Spider-Man. I just don't think. Because the point is, they should be unique, and I shouldn't want to have to deal with two Spider-Man. I think that's just too much. Silver Sable, I mean, I know who this chick is because of the Insomniac games and all that kind of stuff, but isn't she just kind of like Black Widow again? She's Silver Widow, that's what she is. I'm gonna put her in Okay, Silver Samurai. I'm more confident on putting Silver Samurai higher than the Black Knight. I'm gonna put Silver Samurai in Sure. Man, my list, it's not like I really don't care, right? My list up here, it's very small. Okay. I guess I'm just very pessimistic compared to other people. Okay, we're getting close. Silver Surfer. I'm gonna put him in... You know what? I'm gonna put the Silver Samurai in I Want Them. I'm gonna put the Silver Surfer in Sure. I think that works better. Silver Samurai, duelist. I don't know, you can make him a tank. I don't know if that will work. Silver Surfer. I will make him support, personally. Like I said, if you have the chance to make them support, I think you will go for it. Also, he could shoot like beams that could work both as damage and support, just like Dagger. Maybe you can make him a support that has a bit of a tank element to it. I think that's something that we're actually missing. Bro, they did Scar so dirty in the She-Hulk show. He just looks so bad. That design they gave him is garbage. Holy shit. Poor guy. I'm gonna leave him in Who would have thought that Penny Parker will be in Rivals already? Spider-Man. It's already in Rivals. Spider-Ham. In Spider-Man India. Nah. Spider-Man Noir, hell yeah, bro. I actually can imagine Spider-Man Noir being different from Spider-Man, like gameplay. Sure, I'll put him here. Yeah, he'd probably also be a duelist though, but I think he will lead into the sneaking around. He probably wouldn't swing crazy like Spider-Man. Maybe he'll have other like sneaky elements. The only thing that goes against him, the only thing that kind of goes against Spider-Man Noir is the fact that he probably wouldn't have a lot of you know, custom variety. Let's check his custom variety. Spider-Man Noir. Yeah, the character just wouldn't have a lot of custom variety in general. Like he just seems like I think that's probably his biggest points against him. Spider-Man Punk, I mean he's basically already custom, isn't he? Spider-Man 2099, that's my favorite Spider-Man. I want him the most. Miguel O'Hara is badass. I love this fucking suit. I love the character. I always love the concept of like, futuristic Spider-Man. And there's already characters from 2099 in the game, so it makes sense that he will get involved on some point. But unfortunately, he's probably just gonna be a custom. Let's be real. He's not different enough. I mean, Spider-Man Noir is so far the most different Spider-Man besides, Penny Parker. And I still think like Spider-Man Noir is having trouble differentiating himself from Spider-Man. Miguel O'Hara, I think, has an even harder time. So, but it is my list, and I want him. He's the best. Firewoman, I never really care all that much for Jessica Drew, to be honest. The character just never appealed to me. This one even less. Odd. That bad guy from the... Yeah, honestly... I mean, he could be like a teleporter, I guess. And I'm gonna put a spot in there. I definitely think he will add a more interesting gameplay. He could have interesting gameplay. I don't know if I'll want him. Let me see how the spot is normally in the comics besides the the movie. Squirrel Girl is already in Rivals. Who would have guessed? Star-Lord also already in Rivals. Storm, the Goddess. Strife? Is that her name? Strife, not Marvel. Let me see. Strife. Well, it's a guy. I mean, he looks kind of cool. He could be a 10. I never, Nah, honestly, nah. Wait, he's bald? Bro, he's bald. No, sorry, no. And I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna go over everybody that I don't know. Super Scroll, Marvel vs. Captain character that is very annoying. He has the powers of the Fantastic Four. The Scrolls are like these aliens that try to dominate Earth by infiltrating in it. Spider-Man Woman was like their queen or whatever. This guy was also in the what's it called? Marvel Zombies Return comic, where he was basically the Martian Manhunter stand-in on the evil Avengers team that was trying to be the Justice League. For some reason, this guy was probably one of the strongest one in the team, and then he got obliterated by Rhodey. I think one single flamethrower or something. Like you would think the first one to be taken out would be, it actually was Namor. But it would probably be Moon Knight. But no, it was this guy. I guess We're gonna put Super Scroll in I don't really think he's necessary, to be honest. Like I don't imagine a lot of people desperate for him. Sword Master, no idea who that is. Symbiote Spider-Man, he's gonna be a costume. Like that's literally just waiting to release him. And there's not even a point to make him a character because you can just team up with Venom and it's basically the same thing, isn't it? Okay, Taskmaster. I'm gonna put Taskmaster in A. Thanos. I don't really want Thanos, to be honest. But I'm not like painfully against him. I do like him in the movie, so that's why I don't put him in Don't Care. The Collector. No thanks, I don't want him. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, the Collector. No, I don't want him. The Phoenix Force. Okay. Congratulations, Jean Grey. You just went up by one. Here, where's Jean? Okay, now you're in Don't Care. I'm gonna put you alphabet. A B C D E F G H I J. Yeah. Why did I even bother doing that? I don't know. Anyways, yes. Yeah, the Phoenix Force is really my problem. Like, I don't want. So yeah, Jean Grey can be in Rivals as long as the Gene Force is not with her. Here's the thing, it's already in Rival. So we store. Fuck. We're so close to finishing. Oxen. This is. I remember hearing about this. Nah, I'm gonna put him in who. I don't want to waste time. Fuck the Watcher. Fuck you, the Watcher. You just let bad things happen. Ultron, absolutely. I mean, isn't Ultron confirmed? I heard something about Ultron being confirmed, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna put him in. Yeah, I want him. Ultron's cool. Uncle Ben. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Kiri, I didn't really like her in the movie as much as other people did, to be honest. We are Venom. Viper? She sounds familiar. Viper. I mean, we kind of already have Hela. She doesn't have superpowers, does she? I don't think so. Like I said, our budget of characters that don't have superpowers isn't that high. And we already have Black Widow, so why do we need this bitch? No, not Black Widow. Black Cat. Vision. We're gonna put the Vision in Void Knight, that sounds familiar. I'm gonna put it in who? Vulcan. I feel like I do remember Vulcan, but I don't remember from where. Apparently he's like a character for like the Captain Marvel mythos or something. He's a space guy. Was he in the Eternals or something like that? All of a sudden I'm losing like interest in the character. I'm gonna put him in Don't Care. I'm gonna put him in not care. The Vulture. We're gonna put him in Warlock. Ooh. War Machine. War Machine is very simple. Literally just a tank version of Iron Man. It's that simple. That's how you do War Machine. Just make him a tank version. Make his armor bulkier. And that is it. Just have him be more centered about sending missiles. Just yeah, I think it's very simple how to make it. I think you should probably let him fly. Maybe it's slower, but he can move faster when he's closer to the ground or something. I think that's how you can balance like tanks. I actually think that's how you can balance tanks that can fly. Is make them move slowly in the air, but when they get closer to the ground, they move a bit faster. I think that's how you can, maybe balance it. Warpath, is that X-Men that was like a Native American that was only for like 2 issues or something in the original like giant size X-Men run or something like that? That he lasted like nothing. No, I don't care about Warpath. Okay. Wasp. Just because she can fly, I'm gonna put her in short over Ant-Man. Because Wasp can fly. Not a huge fan of Wasp. In general, I'm not a huge fan of the characters that shrink and like they become bigger or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna give Wasp some leeway because she's got a little bit more flavor than Ant-Man. Werewolf. Okay, so if I remember this guy in the what's it called? The Marvel Zombies. This guy had he was bitten by a zombie, so he became a zombie when he was a human. And the logic to unzombify him was to turn him into a wolf because that changes his entire biology or something. And so if you turn him into a wolf, he will stop being a zombie. That doesn't really make sense because okay, so that just proves like the freaking Mario didn't make sense because okay, so how did Ghost Rider become a zombie? Was he bitten as Johnny Storm? If so, shouldn't have him being released from the curse the same way that Werewolf was? That shit is just nonsense. Johnny Blaze. Ugh. Johnny Blaze is freaking yeah. Oh my god, yes, finally. Fuck yeah, this is who we need. Mis viejas, way. I love Emma Frost. I want Emma Frost in Rivals. I want to see her. I want many people to join my cult of sympathy for Emma Frost and Black Cat. I think she's just gorgeous. She's very interesting. She's probably gonna be support. Yeah. She could even be a Vanguard if you think about it, because she has the diamond form that she could use to withstand damage. Although I guess you could be like a support / Vanguard type of character, like a weird hybrid. But yes, yes, Emma Frost is just like one of my favorite female characters in comic books. Like I always like her personality, similar to Black Cat. I like the whole baddie, like Batgirl thing that helps the good guys or become good indication. I love her design, like her looks like beautiful. How she wears all white. That's gonna be another character that's gonna give us like one heck of a time with Dagger and Sue Storm. But honestly, it's the fault of Sue Storm. Like, why did you think it was a good idea to debut with a white outfit? But who cares? But yeah, I mean, she's just like the coolest telepath, along with Psylocke. I mean, yeah, fuck Professor X, fuck Jean Grey, all about Emma Frost. I love her, and I really want her in Rivals. She's one of my most wanted characters in Rivals. Okay, let's move on. I don't think there's much to move on. White Tiger. I think this is like the Black Panther that was a white guy. But then he stopped being Black Panther and he became White Tiger. I don't know. Actually, that looks like a girl. Fuck. White Widow. Okay, so I made the joke about White Widow, Silver Widow like twice or something like that. And it turns out it was a real thing. But who cares? Armed and dangerous. We're gonna put both next to each other. Berserker Rage coming in. No thanks. I think I know who Wonder Man is. Nah. Don't care. X-23, I have a problem with X-23 is that she does have potential. Basically, the thing here's the problem, right? And X-23 will have a place if Wolverine was a tank, but he's not a tank, right? What she could technically be, I guess you could say she could be like a mix between Wolverine and Spider-Man. I think that's kind of what makes most sense from a gameplay standpoint. My problem is that I think I just prefer Elektra. Like, I think they will pretty much fill in the same niche. And if you ask me which one I will want, I like Laura, absolutely. Please don't introduce her as female Wolverine. Her female Wolverine outfit is just atrocious. You guys, it's like, it's okay if you want a female character to get the mantle of a male character, but please give them good outfits. You know, don't just give them the exact same outfit. It will not look good anyways. That's, you know, around for another day. So yeah, Laura is fine, but I just would like to see Elektra win. Yellow Jacket, basically like probably like the most one of the later versions of freaking Hank Pym or whatever. And I don't think it's gonna make it. I mean, it's probably gonna be Ant-Man, and he's probably gonna be like a costume. I just don't care. We're so close, guys. We're so close. And there it is. Okay, so look at all these who's. Literally, who are these people? Who gives a fuck? We're gonna delete this entire row. Okay, here it is. Okay, so here we are. This is our tier list, right? So these are the characters that are already in Rivals, right? These are characters I just don't want. I'm sorry, I don't care about Abomination. American Chavez, you're fucking annoying. Just like, you know, you're already in the game in a way. I never care for you. I don't like you. I don't fucking what's her name? I don't fucking like you, whatever. I don't like many of these characters. These characters I just really care about. Like, it just doesn't excite me. In this, like, the idea. Kingpin. I mean, I like the Kingpin. Actually, you know what? Let's put the Kingpin in because I really do like the Kingpin. It's just that, what is he gonna do, guys? Let's just be real. But I don't hate the Kingpin. I just don't think he will work. Okay? Let's be real. Everybody is like, fuck about it. Sorry, I just don't. And this is like, yeah, I could see you working. I'm not entirely thrilled about the idea of you being added. But yes, you could work. Absolutely. Right? That's the type of thing. And here's like, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I do think they're cool. Not really the one that I will immediately suggest. Maybe not, I don't have a personal effect, but I will absolutely be even kind of excited to see them. Yes, I want them. So as you can see, I'm probably a grumpy old man and I just hate everything. Okay? Alright guys, so that is it for for the day. Holy shit, I'm fucking tired. I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm not taking a nap, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Thank you guys for watching. And tell me, do you agree with my list? Am I wrong in saying opinions? Who are your viejas? Like, do you want Emma and no? Do you want Emma and Felicia in the game? If not, fuck you. You're wrong. Who are your most favorite, most wanted characters that you want? Who are the characters that you don't want? Which ones you agree with me? Which ones are the ones that I didn't list because I already erased them from the list? I should know about. Yeah, just let me know. Okay. Thank you guys for watching and have a great night. Bye.